sitting here in the casino parking lot, 3:51 a.m. Dash is asleep, thankfully. Parked not super far from the entrance, as being parked all the way in the outskirts felt super conspicuous, since I was the only vehicle there parked directly under the street light, which made me more visible, but I don't feel safe parking in the dark. I have my windshield blockers up for some privacy. There are cameras like 30 to 40 feet away, and they are able to see directly in my driver's side window, which makes me a little nervous that they'll notice I'm legit just sitting here in my car chilling, not making any moves towards going inside, hoping they'll just not really care and leave me be. We've been here in this spot for about 2 hours now. I've decided if they do inquire, I'll obviously tell them the truth. I really suck at lying. It is not my forte. I act all weird and fumble my words, which just makes shit look even more questionable, even though I'm not hurting anyone or doing anything inherently wrong, except, I guess, loitering, but I'm not disrupting the peace by blasting loud music or being obnoxious or anything, so maybe they won't decide to come and find out. But again, if they do, my game plan is the most boring but easiest one of all. Tell them the truth, which is this. I'm officially homeless, although not completely, as I do consider my vehicle a home of sorts, just not one in the conventional sense, but much more shelter than not having a vehicle. So I suppose the actual definition of homeless could be considered somewhat subjective. Not the point. So yeah, back to my plan. I have officially been forced to move into my car with my 14-year-old, very attached and very blind, sweet little dachshund Dash, and the few belongings I was able to fit into my very small SUV. I didn't realize how small it actually was until I tried to fit as much of my entire life into it as I possibly could, leaving enough space to be able to stretch out on my back seat to lay down with Dash, who must be either touching me or within no more than half a foot away from me, quite literally at all times. My back is starting to hurt from spending all of yesterday and into the night last night sorting through decades of my life, trying to determine what items to bring and what to leave in my past. I am very sentimental, so this was especially difficult for me, but I managed. I'm in my driver's seat still wearing my seatbelt. Don't ask me why. I have absolutely zero idea. I've had it on since I left my old life behind, which officially kicked off at 11:30 p.m. February 16th, 2026. It took about 45 minutes to reach my destination, a casino I chose because they have lots of green grass and open spaces that I can take Dash out to potty in easily. And no one will bat an eye. People always have dogs out here, and there's even an RV campground owned by the casino across the street from their enormous parking lot. So overall, I feel safest here, for now. I was lucky enough to sell some items before I abandoned everything else and made $100. This was massive for me because before that, I had a $2 bill, 3 ones, and $5 in nickels. My gas light was on, so I would have to spend $3 for a gallon of gas and save the other $7 to feed Dash and I for a week. Also, I'd not have been able to drive to this destination on 1 gallon of gas. So, thank you, Lord God, for that. That was an enormous blessing. Got $30 in gas with $70 left. My neighbor was kind enough to give me 10 bottles of water, 15 packs of peanut butter crackers, and a whole box of Nature Valley granola bars. She even gave some dog food for Dash, as I was close to out completely. It's crazy how a week ago, $100 wouldn't have been even close to enough to cover my expenses, and now I could make it last probably 2 weeks, depending, maybe even longer. I'm too paranoid to sleep tonight. Pretty on guard and alert, which is understandable. Thankfully, Dash is sleeping beautifully. That's literally all he does anyway. Sleep, eat, potty, repeat. Anyway, day 1, or night 1, rather, officially conquered. We'll update my journal as tomorrow unfolds.